As we move into pilot season, I don't want you to have another pilot season where you go in for people, you do the work, and you never book. You go in, you jump on the material, you've memorized it, and you still feel there's something missing from the audition. You don't get callbacks. You don't get put on hold. You don't book the role. You're not getting any kind of feedback, okay? And I want to fix that problem. So I'm going to talk about the 3 things that you need to prepare in order to nail an on-camera audition. And over the next 3 videos, which is in preparation for this free on-camera class, I'm going to do it one more time because I got thousands of people being like, I want to be in the class, I want to talk in the class, I want to be in the class. All right, so I'm going to do it again. All right, I'm going to do, in about a week and a half, I'm going to do another free on-camera class. And in order to register for the class and to get the coaching and be involved in this virtual online class, you have to watch the 3 videos. So you'll go to TheDreamUnLocked.com and sign up to get the videos emailed to you, so you'll be the first out to get them to find out how to register for the free class. And the 3 videos that I'm going to create are going to talk about the 3 major things that you need to nail in an on-camera audition. This isn't rocket science. And now that we have technology and we have Zoom, which is how I'm recording this video on Zoom, you should go to zoom.com. It's amazing. You can record yourself and put yourself on tape for auditions. You can practice putting yourself on tape for auditions, and you can all do it from your computer, and it's free, right? Right? When you first start out, it's free. It's amazing. And this is
3 o'clock.
What it would be like to be in an NBC office. So I love Zoom. Okay, that's my Zoom pitch. Let's talk about these 3 things that you need to nail an on-camera audition, okay? You don't have theatrical text, which is lots of language and words, which establish the relationship. It establishes what's at stake. It's all there on the page. On-camera work is not like that. It's why you don't get a script most of the time when you get an on-camera audition. On-camera acting is about what you bring to the text, because it's never on the page, right? What's happening, what the camera is looking for, is what's happening between 2 human beings. It's looking to catch real moments where people are experiencing each other. It's not looking to watch you act. And the camera catches you every time you're acting. So here's the big secret. The 3 things you need to prepare for an on-camera audition is, in the world of on-camera acting, we call it creating the reality. All right, from the very first moment you open your mouth, have you created the reality of the scene? Now, for those of us who went to actor training programs and we studied theater all the time, the translation for that is, what are your given circumstances? But here's the difference. Your given circumstances for theatrical text is all of it's written down in the text. What you need to know about the character, you know, what they do for a living, their age, all of that is in the text in theater. In on-camera acting, it's not. It's in your mind. It's in your fantasy work that you've been doing, so that I really believe that you are a cop who's been walking the beat for 15 years. You have to do the research of what kind of person that would make you, and then show up with that in the very first beat. That's understanding your given circumstances. It's not just, I'm a cop and I do this. It's what kind of cop? What have you been through? How are you weathered? How do you deal with conflict? What do you believe is possible for yourself? How do you talk to other people? How do you get what you want? All of that is psychological. So for on-camera acting, your given circumstances have to do with, do you understand the psychology of the character? Because that's what you have to bring to the language, and none of that is written on the page. None of it. None of it. I recently had a class where I've been in my students' asses about how to prepare for pilot season. And I was like, you need to watch TV. You need to watch TV 18 hours per day. You need to watch entire seasons of shows so you understand the psychology of the show, the psychology of the lead character, so that if you're a guest star on that show, you understand how to approach that character and get what you need from them given their psychology, right? That's how you create the reality in the very first moment in on-camera work, and it's not in the text. It's in how much you believe you actually are that person. So you're going to write down the list of things that this person is. Who do they like to have sex with? What makes them happy? How do they get what they want? How do they talk to other people, right? Are they a personally powerful person? How do they get power from other people? Are they the powerful person that other people are trying to get things from? This is all the psychology of the character. On-camera text is all about you understanding that. And then you proceed to go and get what you want based on psychologically how your character operates in the world. Yeah, there it is. You have to become the person you're trying to play. You have to build a life for yourself, right? Who would you be if you were that person? How would you get what you need to survive? That's the first thing. What are your given circumstances? That's how you create the reality. Okay? Your given circumstances. What's at stake? A lot of times what's at stake is directly related to your given circumstances. Who are you to the person that you want? What do you need from them? And how will that change you by the end of the scene? So your given circumstances, also known as creating the reality of the scene, is the first thing you need to know. The second thing you need to know is, what does this person want? And it needs to be something that they can tangibly get by the end of the scene. All right? It needs to be something concrete and measurable. Oh, I want her to be happy. That's not measurable. I want her to tell me where the stolen goods are is measurable. Okay? What do you want in this scene? And then what goes along with what do you want is understanding, based on your character psychology, the set of things you do to get it. What are your strategies to get that? Do you guilt another person? Do you make them afraid? Do you negotiate with them? Do you try and be their best friend? What are the set of strategies you put in place to get what you want? That's all a part of what do you want from this person. That's the second piece. The third piece is, how are you changed by the end of the scene? And that goes along with what do you want? Because you're changed if you actually get what you want. Those are the three pieces, right? When you approach a piece of on-camera text. Now, I lied, it's not three things, it's four things. There's one more piece that you've got to learn, and that is, how do people function on this particular show? Which is why you have to watch an entire season of the show. Because if you don't know the through line of the major character of Blacklist, who it's written around James Spader's character, you don't understand what's going on in this show, and you can't do a guest star role. And you're not going to learn that by getting some Blacklist sides and then going in tomorrow after watching one episode. You won't know the storyline of this character. You won't know the character's secrets, which is important to know in order to play the plot. And every scene, especially for guest stars, is you're moving the plot along. Well, if a show is written around one particular character whose secrets drive the whole show, like they do in The Blacklist, or even Gotham, all the villains and the lead characters have much longer storylines, and every person that comes in is contributing to that storyline. So first of all, you have to know the psychology of the people you're playing opposite of. And you're not going to learn that by watching one show. You have to understand how people function in the world of this show. The other part of understanding the tone of the show is, how do they use language? Shonda Rhimes' Scandal characters use language like Shakespeare. They are coming for you with those monologues, right? Most episodic shows in CIS, they don't have huge monologues like that. They have technical languages in a few words because the whole show is about science and the plot, right? You're not going to know this by watching one episode. You need to be watching entire seasons. I binge watch seasons of shows that I want to be on, so that I understand what's happening in that world. So I know how to dress for the part when I go in, right? You want to go in for I'm dying to be on House of Cards. I'm dying to be on House of Cards. If I roll into a House of Cards audition with this big ass natural hair and this bright blue shirt and these hot pink fingernails, there would be something the casting director understood about me right away. I don't understand the tone of this world because nobody looks like this in this world. Who would April be if she worked on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C.? I'd have that dead straight bob that you saw me in these other videos. I would have on a muted gray, probably lightweight rayon, very expensive, shell top with a dark blue jacket. Very tame hair, tone down the bronze on my eyes, and a nude color. Very little makeup. That's the world. Minimalist, 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 minimalist. Nude nails, no acrylics, because I understand the world of House of Cards. Right? They are politicians and bureaucrats and heavy hitters in Washington, D.C. It's a very gray and navy blue world, right? It's very corporate, very conservative, right? That's, pay attention to how people handle language and text, to the psychology of the characters, the pace and speed of the show. Is the show bright and shiny, or is it dark and subdued? You need to match that when you go into the auditions, right? So I talked about today, given circumstances or creating the reality is the first important step in nailing an on-camera audition. In my next video, I'm going to talk more about how does a character get what they want, right? What are the different strategies that a character uses to get what they want, and how you have to understand those given strategies, and how you determine if you're changed by the end of the scene, and how do you get to that change, that transformation, beat by beat. That's what the next video was about. So again, there's going to be 3 videos. You have to watch each 3. And in each video, I'm going to give you a little clue about on-camera acting, right? And by the time we get to these 3 videos and they're done, at the end of the 3rd video, I'm going to ask you what those clues were in a little quiz. And the people that answer are going to get to do the free class. That's how this works. I can't be doing free classes for people who ain't done the work. And I'm giving you a set of assignments in these 3 videos that we're going to flesh out in this on-camera class, which is why you need to watch videos. So I'm super excited because I'm truly at fuck this. I'm trying to be a TV star now, and that's where I'm trying to get you to, which is what these videos are about. We are a month and a few days away from the start of pilot season. Let's do this, people. See you next time. Bye.